Welcome to Couple Havoc number 2. This is a video about alpha males and beta males and how fucking stupid y'all all sound. Alright? My name is Echo Fang Grey Wolf. First and foremost, there's no such thing as an alpha male or beta male human being. You may have an alpha, what's the fucking shit they told us that? Alpha personality. You may have an alpha personality or a beta personality or even Charlie or Delta, Bravo, whatever personality. Alright? Let me explain this alpha male bullshit and let me get that shit off the way right now. Alright? See, a lot of y'all want to compare yourselves to animals, and you want to call yourselves alphas. So y'all don't do y'all research, right? Y'all really don't do y'all research, right? You do know what happens to alpha males in the pack, right? Depending on the animal, you do know that the alpha male only has a leadership until the next male, who is generally a beta, convinces the other alphas in the pack that this jackass gotta go, right? Y'all may not think about that shit because you're alpha, alright? You alpha males, man, y'all motherfuckers are a dime a dozen. And this is what y'all don't get. Alphas are generally killed by betas, alright? They really are. Y'all don't get that shit. Y'all think alpha is the be-all of all badasses, right? Because that's the first thing. I'm an alpha male. You a beta. You a bitch male. You do whatever the fuck your woman say. Okay, well, here's that thing. If I do what my woman says, it's more likely I'm probably going to get pussy when I want it versus not getting it at all, where you probably got to manhandle your woman every now and again just to get off your testosterone aggression. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody with the word pussy. You're probably going to hear that a lot more. Anyway, an alpha male who thinks he can beat everybody's ass will soon find out, just like everyone else, especially when you're in a pack or a community, that an alpha male can be taken out by a beta. And a beta male will now take the alpha's place, which would not really make him an alpha. It just makes him that bad beta motherfucker that became the alpha by force or by course. Because every alpha in a pack does have a challenger waiting in line, which doesn't always mean that challenger's a beta. He may be that alpha that you didn't see coming, that you thought was your best friend, that stabs you in your fucking face because they got tired of your shit. Don't think because you have an alpha personality that you can't get your ass beat. Don't think because you have an alpha personality that you are a badass. Because there are plenty of people with alpha personalities that are in the grave. Not because of a gun, but because of these. And they got outmatched by that person that they call a beta. See, are you an alpha because you're smarter, or are you an alpha because you're stronger? Just because you're stronger doesn't mean you're smarter. See, a lot of motherfucking betas, as you like to call them, just waiting their time. They secretly alphas, you just don't know they fucking alphas. This is why I said alpha and beta male do not exist. You're humans. You are not an animal. You are not an apex predator. Alright? Apex predator. You're not Randy Orton. So let me break this down for you alpha males and, you know, all of your badness and shit. Because here's that thing about being an alpha male. Alphas don't live long. Alphas don't live long. They really don't. They don't. If you look at how wolf packs work, the maximum year of an alpha may be 15, maybe 20, until the pack decides we're done following you. And then you have maybe 5 or 6 betas in that pack. They rip you to shreds. And then they decide to fight each other over who's going to be the next fucking alpha. Which the strongest beta now becomes the alpha. So for those who don't do the research and those who do not read, and for those who are going to come at me in the comments telling me that I'm full of shit, why don't you go do a documentary on wolves real quick? Why don't you go live with the wolves for a few years and then come back? Because I've watched these documentaries about wolves and alphas and all these other shit, because that's where that term came from, alpha wolf, the leader of the pack. Yeah, leader of the pack is generally taken out within a good 10 to 15 years. Because there will be another young pup that decides to come up and decides, yo, I'm the motherfucking alpha now. Because you don't start off as an alpha. Understand that shit. Every alpha before that alpha had to take out an alpha. But you guys don't remember that shit, right? Law of the jungle, law of the land, only the strong survive. Just because you're an alpha doesn't mean you're going to be the one to survive when that new puppy comes up and old age kicks in. And then he rips your alpha ass to pieces, making him the new alpha. But for you idiots that don't understand how that shit works, there's a lot of documentaries about wolves because the term alpha came by somebody watching and documenting wolves. There's no alpha bull when you're documenting cows and buffaloes. No. All of those guys work together in a cohesive unit. Cows have one bull on a farm. All of the bull pups or cubs or calves or whatever belong to that bull. Same thing when you have horses. They generally put the male horse, the one male horse for breeding, off by himself because he's the thoroughbred. And they let the thoroughbred chicks generally mate with the thoroughbred male so they can sell the thoroughbred coats. Everyone else is just in the horse community. But what makes them a thoroughbred? Because horses have hoofs. They don't have claws. They have hooves and they have teeth. You rarely see horses fighting for dominance. Same thing with lions and tigers and bears. Now here's the thing about the alpha lion. He don't do shit. He sits there like this all day. He guards the pack. But why is he guarding the pride? I said pack, but I meant the pride. But why is he guarding the pride when the females do all this legit shit? The females hunt for the food, and he brings his fat ass in there, and he eats, and then they eat. And then the cubs, if there's anything left. So how is the male alpha lion anything at all when the females do all the shit? He got the game. But, outside of that, what the fuck? He does nothing. He may fight an oncoming lion. And if there's any other male lions, he's probably checked the motherfuckers a little bit. But eventually, those male lions that he checked, they're going to check him right on the fuck out. They're going to check his ass right on out of the pride by death. Because that one thing that all of you alphas out here, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this shit. That's why I'm saying all of you alphas out here. I'm not an alpha. I don't want to be an alpha because I know the fate of what befalls alphas. But apparently all of you alphas don't know the fate that befalls alphas. So I'm going to tell you right now. Alphas are generally killed by betas. But y'all are too stupid to realize that while you're putting all the beta men down. You're sitting there, oh, you're a beta, you're a beta, you're a beta. Yep, I'll be a beta. You know why? Because betas are smarter. Betas bide their time. The A in alpha means asshole. The B in beta don't mean bitch. It means bravery. Because that beta that takes out that alpha becomes the alpha that everybody follows. And if he's a good alpha, he gets his 15 years in. And then another alpha rises up that doesn't like the way he's doing shit. And he comes the alpha. He starts off as a beta. He's watching. He's baiting his time. The B in beta, bait. I'm baiting my time for when I become the next alpha. Because a lot of you alpha personality motherfuckers forget. You can have an alpha personality all you want. But when you come across that motherfucker that's a beta, that's going to fuck your shit up, because they're done taking orders from the alpha, you're going to learn to regret real quick that alpha ain't the be-all of all badasses. Better be careful when sleeping on those fucking betas, because those betas will fuck your shit up. I'm what you call the ultimate survivor. I ain't an alpha. I ain't a beta. But I am that motherfucker that's watching and waiting. And when my time comes, I take out the alpha and the beta, making me the omega. Which means I will not be taken out. But I'm also going to know when I think it's time for me to get taken out, that I'm going to step down. And if I'm real smart, I'm going to kill the upcoming beta who turns alpha and decides he wants to attack the omega. Because I am the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. I'll be the omega. I am the end. Understand, if you are a beta or an alpha, you run a neck and neck. But to be honest, it's going to be the beta that kills the alpha. And a lot of alphas don't understand that shit. because they don't watch the documentaries of these wolves and find out what happens. You know, because you got the scientists who also prove that alpha and beta does not really exist. But you know, humans, we're stupid, so we're gonna keep going with the alpha personality or the beta personality, etc., etc. How about this? Why can't you just be a human? No, try to be a human. There's been some comic books, you know, Alpha Flight, Beta Flight, Omega Flight. You know, just they're in that order for that reason. Alpha, Beta, Omega. Yeah. Alpha, I am the beginning. Omega, I am the end. I am the beginning and the end. So you understand this as an alpha, that you are the beginning. You are not the end. There will be 10 betas that come through before an omega shows up. And omega, like omega level mutant. So for all you alphas that are going to come at me in the comments, go do your research on how long an alpha wolf lasts in the pack. Like I said, 15 years max before the next puppy that grows up and decides he doesn't want to be a beta anymore. He doesn't want to follow the alpha's rules. He wants to lead the pack in a new direction. So what does he do? He takes out the second dog that was meant to follow the first dog, and then he takes out the fucking big dog. Once that's done, he is now the big dog. So he has to fight all the other dogs to make sure that he stays the big dog in the wolf pack. But y'all don't do that research when you're talking all this alpha and beta shit, right? Y'all don't do that shit. So you think that because you're the alpha, you're the baddest motherfucker there. No. You're just the leader at the current moment because no beta has the balls to step up to you and take your place yet. But it will happen because that's how the pride moves. That's how the pack moves. That's how everything that lives in herds, with the exception of cows and horses, do. 9 times out of 10, cows on a farm, you got one bull. Horses on a farm, you got one male horse. I don't know what the fuck you call them because I'm scared of horses and I don't give a fuck. I know the females are mares. And generally the mares are the ones they mate them with the thoroughbred males. I'm probably not saying that right, so forgive me because I don't know shit about horses other than their bites fucking suck. And they hurt. And this finger hurts every time I talk about horses, so we're changing the subject. I wonder why it doesn't hurt when I talk about unicorns though. But because unicorns are horses with horns. But anyway, moving on. If you don't know anything about alphas and betas and wolf packs, how dare you call yourself an alpha? How dare you call yourself a beta? Because you do know that those two are constantly fluctuating and at war with each other. Now, panthers, pumas, and tigers don't really live in herds and cubs and packs and shit. Same thing with jaguars and other things, snow leopards, bobcats. See, if you look at all the animals, lion is the king of beasts, I think. Lions live in prides. Tigers live by their motherfucking self. Pumas, panthers, jaguars, they all generally live by their motherfucking self. Bobcats, lynx, mountain lions, cougars, they don't live in packs. The mother takes care of her young, but as far as the fathers and the rest of the prides and shit go, they go off on their own. Wolves, coyotes, they live in packs. They have alpha males and beta males. And females, alpha bitch and beta bitch. They have omega bitches too. Now, as far as foxes live in pairs of 2s, plus baby make 3. No, sometimes 4. Bears, they don't live in herds or flanks or shit like that either. There's generally a mama bear and a baby bear. After she has the baby bears, she takes care of them to a certain extent, and then they grow up and they go off on their own to mate with other bears. They don't live in packs. But yet, y'all want to talk about this alpha and this beta bullshit. So y'all compare yourselves to dogs. Wow. Must be nice to have 4 legs and no brains. Must be nice. Am I better than you alphas or you betas? Nah, fuck that, because I'm not even really in that category of alpha and beta. Like I said, I'm an omega, because I'm going to kill you all, and I'm just going to call it a day. But when you're going around with your alpha personality and your beta personality, understand that you two are the only ones at war with each other. Understand that people like me, these omega minds that wait and watch to see how this shit works out before we step up. We are really the ultimate ones. While y'all are all fighting over, I'm better because I'm stronger. I'm better because I'm smarter. I'm better this. I'm better. Yeah. But you gotta understand something. The one thing none of us have enough of is time. And time will even affect us Omegas and us Ultimates. So in the end, even if I'm an Omega, if I don't die by the hands of another Omega or an Alpha or a Beta, I am going to die because of time. My time will end at some point in life. I will pass away. The difference between me passing away versus an Alpha and a Beta is that the Alpha and a Beta are going to kill themselves trying to be the badass. But I'm already the badass and I already know it. I don't have to move up to anything. I just rise up when all the Alphas and Betas are dead, and then I just come the leader. And then everybody follows me or they don't. It's a simple thing. And most of the time when wolf packs break up, most of the females go to the next biggest pack they can find and try to become the alpha bitch. It's just a fact of life. You gotta follow these documentaries on wolves and coyotes and stop calling yourselves alphas and shit. And then, unless you like watch them and see how these damn wolves and shit actually kill their alpha, and they're generally killed by a smaller beta wolf. So you might want to keep that shit in mind. You don't have to take my word for it. Go find documentaries on this shit. No, but if I gotta be any kind of animal, then I'm either going to be a bear or a tiger or a dragon. Because wisdom keeps you alive. Stupidity gets your head taken off. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I'm going to go post these now. If you're watching them, then they're already posted, and I thank you for your time. All 163 of you, you mean the world to me. Shout out to all the people that I said thank you to. BC and you.